Hey guys, welcome to my studio. Yes, we fancy up in here, baby. Okay. I wish I could be like, those people that have like millions of views and they say, you guys requested a video, but yeah, I ain't kind of request. I'm just gonna give it to you anyway. Now, I do have a friend that always asks me my birth story, and I'm gonna tell all of you guys because maybe you might find it interesting, and if you don't find it interesting, then I'm sorry. I'll try to come better. I'll try to come harder next. I had my baby in 2014, right? And I had him on a Monday morning actually. But the Saturday prior, my husband had gone to go meet up with his friends for a lunch, I think it was. Yeah, and I was with my mom, my sister. I'm lying. I was with my mom and my cousin and my aunt. And we had lunch, we were chilling in the living room, and then I started feeling something that were like period pains, but it was like really intense period pains. And I'm a Google doctor, so I went on to Google, and Google said, well, when you start feeling that, baby, get your ass ready because you're about to have your baby. So what did I do? I told my aunt and my mom, look, all right, let's go. Go get in the car. What y'all doing? What you doing? Come on, let's go. We're about to have this baby. I just thought, you know what? Let's just go check it out just to see what it's gonna be. Because the excitement was just too much for me. I couldn't handle it anymore. My baby was supposed to come out on the 16th of March. He only came out on the 24th of March. Can you imagine? No, too much. Anyway, so we go to the hospital, and when we get there, after ages of waiting, they called me in, and this like butch doctor, like she was really, no, let me rephrase that. She was a cute little doctor with butch ass fingers. Like 2 of my fingers is one of her fingers. I don't know if that makes sense, but that's what it felt like to me at the time. So she inserted 2 fingers to check, she had to do the vaginal check, make sure everything's okay down there, and maybe see if I'm dilated enough for any type of progress. So she inserted her fingers. It felt like I was making the baby. It didn't feel like I was having a baby. It felt like I was making a baby, if you know what I mean. If you're old enough to know what I mean, okay? Damn. Anyway, by the time she was finished with that and I rolled over, we noticed that, where I was sitting down was wet. The paper that they put on the table, the sanitary paper, it was wet, which means lady done broke my water. Now, I done waited my whole pregnancy to have that, that moment that you watch on TV, like, you're just walking down the street and all of a sudden, you feel the water coming off of you. I waited my whole pregnancy for that, and you just completely killed it for me because you done popped my water. You done popped my water bottle? My water? You broke my waters, woman. You killed my height. You damaged everything I thought my pregnancy was going to be. You destroyed my pregnancy for me. Anyway. So then she was like, yeah, I'm gonna have to keep you in because your water broke. No, you broke my water. Yeah, your water broke, so I think it's better that we just keep an eye on you. I was like, all right, cool, that's fine, fair enough. So I went and I told my mom, my aunt, and my cousin, look, I'm gonna have to stay in. That night, I stayed in the room with this girl, and she was like, complaining about her birthday, and I was just chilling. So I'm thinking to myself, why is she being so dramatic, girl? You better control yourself. Stop that now. We are adults up in here, okay? Shoot. So they told me, all right, so because it's Saturday evening, Sunday morning, we're going to give you, it's half of a pill that does your, they induce your labor. I was like, all right, chill. So Sunday morning comes around, they give me that half of a pill, and then during the midday, hubby came to visit, and I was feeling a bit of pain, but I was like, yo, if this is what labor is, like, I got this. I got this. Come on, I'm African. We was born for this, okay? All right. And, he was filming me, and I was... And even though the pain would come in, I could still manage it, and sometimes I would just hit my hip. If you're pregnant, or you've been pregnant, you know what that is, right? When you hit the side of your hip and the pain kind of goes back inside. That's what I was doing. But I was able to walk around, have fun. I'm dancing all up in the hospital. Looking at me like, yo, you a cool pregnant. I got this. eventually when it was like 7 or 8, they told me, look, hubby has to go. Our visiting hours are over. The pain was kind of intense, but I was okay. So I was like, you can go, boo. I got this. Like, everything's going to be fine. Just fine. Okay. So they gave me food. It was like spaghetti with something. It was actually really good. Yo, that hospital, big up to that hospital. This hospital is in Lisbon. And in Margin Sul, what? If you, yeah, and they gave me food. It was delicious. I ate it. I was chilling. Homegirl was having a hard time. The homegirl by the side of me, but eventually they took her away. And I was thinking, it's good you go away because she was just way too dramatic for me. I can't handle you. You really need to get a grip on life. Like, it is not that serious. Like, I'm supposed to be a drama queen and I got this. So I'm gonna need you to get yours. Okay, boo? When they took her away, I was like, bye, boo, bye. No, I wasn't. I wish her all the best of luck. And I'm sure she did fine. And yeah, so, well, that induction pill, it started working in the late evening. Right around 10 o'clock, 11 o'clock at night, I started losing control of my person, all right? Let's just say that pasta that they gave me, it was coming out of both sides. Up and down, north and south, everywhere you can think of. Just making it rain, baby, I was making it rain. Coming out. And by the time it was like midnight, I was like, could we kind of do this? Could we have this baby? Because this, what I'm feeling right here, this is not normal. This is not normal. So they're like, all right, could we call your family? I said, yes, please call my aunt and my husband. They're waiting. And then they're like, oh no, only one person could come. I was like, all right, well, call my husband. So my aunt, because we had just gotten to Portugal, so my aunt took my husband over to the hospital, and by around 12 o'clock, almost 1 in the morning, I saw him and was like, oh my God. But the pain was so intense. When I tell you the pain was so intense, I really thought I was gonna die. Seriously, no word of a lie. I just couldn't handle it anymore. And I kept saying, when are y'all gonna give me the epidural? And the first time they told me, oh, you have to wait until you are 3 centimeters dilated before we can give you the epidural. I don't think anyone could describe to you, if you don't know what that is, what that wait is like. I swear to God. Oh, Jesus. Anyway, so there I was. And then my husband, bless him, he was trying to be so like supportive. So he's like, babe, breathe. Respira. Yo, I just wanted to breathe this into his face. Just breathe this into his face. Like, are you serious? Shut your mouth. You don't know what I'm going through right now. What? Sit down somewhere. Don't talk to me. You don't know me. But anyway, eventually the time came when they gave me the darn epidural. Picture yourself in a desert, in a hot ass country, and somebody comes to you with a cocktail, the most beautiful cocktail you ever had in your life. That is how I drank my epidural. No, I didn't drink it. They had to insert the epidural in me. They told me in the middle of all my shaking, because my body was shaking, I was starting to lose control of my body. The pain was too intense. You have to stay still so that we can insert this epidural in your back. Baby. Staying still so that they can do that epidural in your back, because they tell you the risk right before, no, even before you go to the hospital, when you decide that you want to have an epidural, they make you sign all these forms because, you know, epidurals can go wrong, although nowadays they do go right more than they do go wrong. But it can go wrong. The needle can go to the wrong place. It can cause you to become, it can cause paralysis. Let's just say that. Paraplegic? I don't even know how you call that. You become paralyzed basically. I ain't trying to have that life. What? No one's trying to have that life, honestly. I had to do like this and curve my back. I don't know if you can see that. I had to curve my back so that they can insert that needle, so that the doctor can insert that needle in my back. That was like one of the hardest moments that God tested me. But I passed, baby, I passed with 101. Cause I stayed so still, and I stayed so still so that they can insert that needle. You don't even know. A couple of minutes later, I started feeling the relief. I can't even, it was the best feeling. That was the best feeling. I'm not gonna say ever, but it was a wonderful feeling. And then I could finally sleep. And my husband started snoring away on the chair next to me, even though he says, "No, I didn't sleep the whole night I was there, I was waiting." He was snoring next to me, and I fell asleep too. But then eventually it started wearing off, and they had told me, "Oh, when you feel the pain coming back, make sure you call the doctor." So what did I do? As soon as I felt a little prick, I was like, Doctor, can you come here, please? Because you gotta top me up, baby. Anyway, by around 9 o'clock, they told me, "Look, we have to do something with you because the hours are going by. You don't feel the need to come out. Your child doesn't feel the need to come out. We gotta do something." I guess they were saying, "Trick, hurry up. You occupying the space in this hospital. We want you out of here." All right. So by 10 o'clock, they said, "Okay, this is it." They had the whole team ready. I had a nurse that was going to do my labor. I had the nurse's assistant that was going to be there to assist her. I had hubby holding my hand, telling me to push. And we was ready to go. Then they were like, but I have so much epidural in my body that when they were like, push, I was pushing, but a couple of days before I had my baby, there is a friend of the family who told me that when she was delivering, she pushed so hard that she delivered the baby and then she delivered her butt. Now, I wasn't trying to deliver my butt. Like, if you know what you know, if you've been in this situation, you know. I'm not trying to deliver my butt. I like my butt. Inside, you know, the internal butt, not the external butt. I don't want to have an external relationship with my inner butt, you know? So that just kept playing in the back of my head. So I was like, I was pushing 80%, holding back 20% because I really do like my butt, you know? And the epidural, like, I didn't feel pain, but I did feel pressure. So I was pushing, I was really giving all I had for my 80%, but nothing was happening. Then the nurse is like, "Oh, your baby is right there. I can see his head." What does Trick do? This Trick gonna cut my baby's hair and be like, "Look, this is a piece of your baby's hair. This is so you know that the baby..." Why would you think it's okay to cut somebody's hair? Like, is that okay in your culture? How are you gonna cut my baby's hair in my cooch? What is wrong with you? Like, how does that make sense? Are you serious? Are you for real? Yo. Oh, if she wasn't the one that had to deliver, I would have went in on that ass. But, you know, I kind of needed her to be nice to me because I was in a very serious situation. You know, I needed her more than she needed me. So I had to, you know, calm it down. So yeah, so I was like, yeah, it's nice. Just don't cut more of his hair. Don't be that person. You know, we're trying to have a very good relationship, you and I. So thankfully, she didn't do that. Forgive the noise. There's so much wind outside and it's shaking the windows. And I'm in front of my natural lights given to me by God, because that's how my studio is set up. Okay, baby. Anyway, so then they're like, yeah, you have to push. Meanwhile, they had like these girls doing internships there, or stage for whoever doesn't know internship, yeah. And they're like, "Oh, can they assist?" They're already in the room. My legs is already spread open. They already know me inside and out, literally. Girl, come on in. Both of y'all, pop a squat. Have a seat. Let's talk about life. Y'all wanna see me push? Get a camera, okay? The more the merrier. Come on in. At that point, I really could not care less who was in there. I just want to get this thing out of me, all right? Anyway, so there we go. We pushed, and they saw that nothing was happening. So remember that nurse's assistant? Cute little bush lady? She didn't do nothing else. She went on my belly. She went to the top of my belly, and she started pushing down. I guess she said, if you ain't gonna push, I'm gonna show you what pushing is, how. It came out, and it was... If you've ever had a baby, or if you've seen baby stories, or if you're a man and you want to have a baby, you could only imagine, right? Or you know what that moment is like. It's completely priceless. No one can describe it. It's the best feeling in the world. You completely forget the pain that you went through a couple of hours before, you know? Like before my epidural, the pain was so I mean, I ain't never gonna forget that pain. I'm not even gonna lie. Whoever says that they forget that pain, they're lying to you. I don't forget. It felt like my bones were spreading open. Like I felt every second of that pain. I'm like, It's like, oh, once you have your baby, you forget the pain. You're lying. You forget your pain. I'm not gonna forget my pain, boo. Forget yours, all right? I still remember my pain till this day. And my baby's about to be 3 years old. Baby came out, they put him on my chest. It was just the most beautiful thing ever. I was bawling. My husband's just there taking pictures. He doesn't really cry. I really wanted him to cry at that moment, but I don't know what it is about mandingos. They're just made in a way that mandingo no cry. I don't know. Yeah, but it was such a beautiful moment. And from then on, it wasn't roses. Then we went on to breastfeeding, but that's another story for another video. If you're interested, let me know. Breastfeeding was tricky for me, but let's just say that at the end, everything turns out okay. Girls are wonderful until they run out, because when my epidural ran out and I started getting the pain back in my body, the only way I could describe it is like being raped by a fire truck. That's all I could, yeah, that's the only way I could describe it. Have you ever been raped by a fire truck? That's the feeling I felt in my inner woman, if you know what I mean. It was horrible, but we recovered, and we recovered so well that we had another baby. So clearly that had to be good. So this is part 1 of my having a baby story, because I have 2 kids, and then I have another part without the girl. So if you're about to have a baby, good luck. I wish you the fastest moment of delivery. I don't know how you say it. I wish you all the best. I hope it goes well. If you already had a baby, maybe you could relate. You know, tell me how your story was, because you know we all have different delivery stories. So let me know how yours went. I'm really excited to hear how it went. And I hope you enjoyed the video. Sorry for all my rambling, and have a great life. Be great. Be great. Yes, be great. Thank you for watching. Please share, like, subscribe, tell everybody, make everybody watch it. And I'll see you in my next video. Hey guys, and it's always with the clapping. I don't know what it is. Anyway. I just really got sidetracked by that whole comment. If you're interested, let me know. I'm gonna do the video. If you're not interested, I'm gonna do the video anyway. If you don't watch it, that's your problem. No, please do. I'll play. Please do watch the video. Hey, how you doing? Love and magic. I love and magic.